Hi, my name is Sonia Jackson. Today I'll be teaching you about how to make cornbread casserole and showing my flow chart. The reason I chose this recipe is because I believe that it's a really good recipe and all ingredients make a great dish. It's an inexpensive dish. I believe that just like my family, your family will love it as well. In my video, it will give you a clear understanding of cornbread casserole. It will give you the history of cornbread and casserole as separate entities. I will also explain how they became one. I will explain the ingredients involved in making the recipe. I will give you cooking times and the amount of each ingredient that should be included. My module video, my video will include navigation buttons such as pause, backwards, forward, and start over. The reason I chose these specific buttons are because it helps to learn if in case the learner gets behind or missing something, they will be able to navigate as needed. The video will play from beginning to end, but the learners will be able to learn as needed. I will have a question slide at the end of each separate module to test the learners and see what they have learned to make sure that I've gotten across exactly what I wanted to get across. When the module is complete, the learners will understand the history behind cornbread casserole. They will understand the ingredients involved, and I will get a little extra knowledge and things they can add. Okay, so now we're going to look at the flow chart. The intended audience is housewives between the ages of 18 and 45, a budding chef between the ages of 18 and 30. Okay, the intended outcome, this instruction will instruct the learners of the history, cooking, and serving of cornbread casserole. The first thing we'll give a quick introduction of it. Okay, and then we'll go to the first module. The first module section will talk about what is cornbread. As you can see right here in this box, I show a little box that'll be on each slide that says pause, backwards, forward, and start over. Then we'll talk about the history of cornbread casserole, and you see that box again. We'll talk about the origin of cornbread. Once again, that box is there. And then we'll talk about how they became one. And the last part of that module will be the knowledge check. In order to move to the next module, you'll have to complete and pass the questionnaire portion. Okay, then we'll go to the origin of cornbread casserole. And you'll have those same buttons on each slide: pause, backwards, forward, and start over. Then we'll talk about the ingredients. We'll give you preparation instructions and cooking instructions. And the last thing in that module again will be a knowledge check. On the third and final module, we'll talk about how to serve cornbread casserole. We'll give you some side dish options. We'll give you some serving options, and then we'll talk about the type of dinnerware that works well with the dish. And the final portion will be a knowledge check. Okay, we want to make sure with the knowledge checks that everything that I was supposed to teach you has been taught, you understand it, and you can do the recipe again. I thank you for listening, and please, any feedback would be very helpful. Thank you.